guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Wake Up Wednesday. Oh my goodness, loving the Wake Up Wednesdays, loving your support, loving your love, your affection. You guys are just so supportive of everything that I do. Actually, you guys are just mad supportive. Can I just say, for anyone that has shown me love ever, whether it be you've said a really nice comment on my Instagram post, you've said a really nice comment on my Snapchat, you have sent me a really kind email, you have just been nice and positive and kind. Can I just let you know that I deeply, truly appreciate you. I deeply, truly love you. I thank you for being so positive and being so kind and caring and loving. You don't understand, in the world that we live in today, with so much negativity happening in the world, it is so easy to fall into the trap of negativity, or to allow the negative comments of people to kind of get to you. But the sheer fact that I have so many people that are always spreading so much love and always pouring so much love and positivity into me just allows me to radiate so much positivity back into the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But anyway, that is not the point of today's video. Today's video is about something that actually irritates my soul. It irks me. So excuse me if I get a little bit passionate and if I do a little bit of shouting and I raise my tone like up here when really I should be like here, inside voice. Oh, something that really, really irritates my soul. I get questions, especially from young people, and obviously I can't really blame young people because I was one of them. You know, I'm saying it like I'm really old. I'm actually not really old. I have an old soul though. I feel like God really just, in my soul, he made me a few years above my time. But anyway, I was there also, okay, feeling like you had to be accepted by other people, feeling like friends was the most important thing on this planet. But sometimes it just grieves my soul when I hear people complaining about the friends that they have around them, whether it be because the friends are very, very negative, whether it be the friends are trying to tear them down, whether it be just because the friend has done something crazy, like, I don't know, do something with their partner or do something with their ex-partner or whatever it is. It drives me nuts. So as you can tell by the title of this video, you probably know where I'm going with this. Guys, if you have people in your life who are not elevating you, edifying you, helping you, supporting you, encouraging you, loving on you, showing you your best self, cut them off. It is that simple. That is the end of my talk. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Okay, no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna end it there, but seriously, I really could have ended it there, okay? It is as simple as that. One thing about us as human beings is we make everything so complicated. I think it was even Gary V that mentioned this. I love Gary V. He mentioned this in a podcast that I listened to, Rise and Grind by Raymond or Damond or whatever his name is. I'll put his name on the screen. Is a sick podcast where he just brings people in, you know, who have basically done some amazing things, run £1 million corporations, have started their businesses from nothing and have made it into multi-million pound businesses, whatever it is. Brings them on and they just talk about how everything started up until the point they are now. It's called Rise and Grind. I'll put it on the screen and I'll link it in the description box below as well. But essentially, Gary V went onto this podcast and he actually said that. He said, us as humans make everything so complex and so complicated when it really doesn't have to be. It's so simple, people. It's so simple. If you have been friends with someone, I don't care if you've been friends with them for 5, 10 years, everything has a season, and sometimes it is time to let certain people go. Sometimes you do outgrow people. Sometimes you do surpass people. Sometimes you can't have the same people that you were riding with 5, 10 years ago going to the same destination that you're going to now. Sometimes it just doesn't work like that, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with letting people go, especially those people who are negative. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, I get it. Everyone goes through things. Everyone goes through moments of dissatisfaction or anger or frustration or, you know, just, you know, a time where mentally or emotionally things are not quite going right. But if your friend is constantly, consistently, all the time, they are complaining and moaning and being negative, and you feel it, you can feel it in your body and in your soul that it is tearing you down, it is bringing you down, it's making you think negatively, it's making you exhausted, it is tiring. You need to cut that person off. You need to get rid of them. I'm not saying be horrible and say you're really negative, I don't want to talk to you anymore, goodbye. I'm not saying it, do it like that. But all I'm saying is you need to love and value yourself enough to say, do you know what? This person is not encouraging me. This person is not edifying me. This person is not going to help me to progress. In fact, they're going to drag me back. They're going to stop me from reaching the level and the potential of which I know I can reach. They are not going to help my progress. Therefore, I need to kindly tell them, I love you. I appreciate you. You know, you are an amazing human being, but I just do not feel like this friendship can work anymore. And you maybe even sit them down and explain to them why. Because maybe even they themselves don't even see that they're being so negative. You know those people that are so negative and they're so used to being negative that they can't even recognize, they can't even program the fact that they are being negative. They just see it as that's just the way they are. They just see it as this is just normal to them. It is not normal to be negative 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a problem, my darling. And I'm not saying this in relation to depression and anything that's clinical. That is a completely different story, okay? That's something that we're not touching on. I'm not saying, you know, if your friend is depressed or whatever and just drop them and leave them. That's a completely different one, because that's a chemical imbalance in their brain that shows that there is something not quite right. But I'm just talking about that friend that you know is probably not really depressed. Maybe they're just going through something in that particular season or that particular moment. Or you just have a friend who for years has always been like that. They could have just got a promotion at their job. They could have just gotten a raise. They could have just gotten, I don't know, had a baby or whatever it is. Again, I'm not talking about postnatal depression, but something joyful and amazing could have just happened in their life, but yet they still find a way to be negative. They still find a way to find some kind of negativity out of something that could have been so great. I'm telling you right now, save yourself the pain, save yourself the stress, and cut that friend off. I'm so sorry, I don't care what anybody says. They are not good for you. They will not lift you up. They will not aid you. Please help yourself out and just cut them off. I know that there are even some people, probably even you watching this right now, who feel like you have to stay attached and stuck to people for the rest of your life. Maybe because, I don't know, years ago they did one thing for you. I don't know, you were running out of money, so you asked them to transfer you £20. They sent it to you, so you now feel like you have to be friends for the rest of your life. Let me tell you one thing. Not everyone has to be with you at every point in your life. Okay, and let me break that down, let me explain that. I kind of touched on it right at the beginning of this video, but not every single person who, you know, you see today in your life is necessarily built or made for your future self. Sometimes, you know, you see a lot of people, especially people who become wealthy, people who, you know, do very well for themselves. A lot of the time you see them and they tell their stories and they talk about how they lose a lot of friends. That's simply because not everyone can handle the space that you will go in. And by me saying that, it doesn't count when maybe you as an individual who has become wealthy and successful just become an absolute idiot and you're just arrogant and horrible to everybody, so much so that no one wants to hang around with you. No, that means that you are the problem. I'm talking about it as in, no, you still love and care for those people. You still treat them with the love, respect and decency that you did before. However, you've just started to analyze the space in which you're in, and you're analyzing the space, the psyche, the mental area that they're in, and you just see that they don't align. And that is okay. It's okay to get to a point where you outgrow your friends. It's okay to get to a point where you look at your surroundings and you look at where you try to go and you say, do you know what? You can't come with me. And not everybody likes to hear that. Not everybody likes to accept it. But that is the reality of growth and development. Sometimes you will grow. Sometimes you will flourish. Sometimes you will truly get to a place where you are running. And other people in your life just can't keep up. And that is okay. So I'm going to say it one more time. It's okay for you to cut certain people off, okay? Especially if that person is not encouraging you, is not motivating you. You need to understand that your friends are a reflection of who you are. Your friends, as in they say, you know, if you want to know what a person is like, I don't know, look at the 5 persons that are closest to them. Your friends are a reflection of you. Your friends will ultimately help you to either reach your destiny or they will hinder you from your purpose. There's only 2 ways that your friends can take you because they have influence over your life. You need to understand that. A lot of people feel like, oh no, my friends can't influence me. I do my own thing. Or for guys, it'll be like, nah man, I do my own thing. Whatever. I don't know why I did those particular accents, whatever, for a girl and a guy. But you know, those are kind of the mind frames that people go by. The fact that, you know, no, I'm my own individual person. Yes, you are, but you're also like a sponge. You're a human being. We are relational beings. Our whole being, like, I don't care what anyone says. I know that a lot of people like to be isolated and like to be on their own. I don't believe that humans would survive if we were all contained in containers, separated from one another. We would go crazy. I'm not saying don't enjoy your own company, but I'm just saying that as human beings, we are relational beings. We are designed to connect and to interact with different people. That's what we were designed for. So you need to understand that we're also sponges. That's why a lot of people, when they hang around with someone for so long, or they get a partner or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever it is, all of a sudden you start using their lingo, you start using their language, you start speaking like them. Why? Because people have influence over your life. And if you have the wrong people around you, the wrong people, the wrong crowd, the people that are negative, the people that will shut down your dreams, the people that are horrible, the people that, you know, belittle your aspirations and your dreams, my friends, eventually, it might not happen straight away, but eventually those little things will start getting into your mind, drip by drip, and all of a sudden your self-esteem will start to decrease, your confidence will start to decrease, your work rate will start to decrease, your level of, you know, just desire and fire and want will start to decrease. Why? Because those people are planting seeds in your mind about who you are. But if you had the opposite, you had people who were constantly encouraging you, people who were constantly pouring love into you, people who were constantly telling you, you can do this, you were born for this, you were made for this, you're prosperous, you're amazing, you're great. If you actually had people around you that were telling you all of these things, oh, you would be so great. You would fly. Why? Because these people are they're cultivating something inside of you where they're reminding you of who you can be, and you will stand up with pride and you will say, wait a minute, not only are these people saying this, but I'm believing this. I'm believing that this is who I am and this is what I can do. So I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do it. But it starts with making the choice as to who is going to be around you. And I'll say it one more time before I go. If you don't have the right people around you, if people are bringing you down, if you have negativity constantly around you, cut them off. And I'm not going to lie to you. I know this is going to sound harsh, it's going to sound horrible, but that even applies to family. Now, one thing that people know about me, know that I love my family. Oh, listen, I love my family. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If one family member just started to, you know, be really negative towards me, started to really talk negatively of my dreams, my aspirations, or my goals, and I'm saying it in like a bit of a spiteful, vindictive way, like in a way in which that really made me feel like, wow, you're supposed to be my family member and this is what you're saying to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You will not hear from me. I will wash my hands of you, because my mentality, this is more important to me, because this is what I need in order for me to get to the next level. And if you're putting in all these things into my mind and planting these negative seeds, you're gonna hinder me from being the greatest version of myself that I know that I was designed to be. So it even applies to family members. Sometimes, just sometimes, you just have to cut them off. Anyway, guys, I'm so sorry. Like I said, this topic sometimes really gets to me because I feel like it just annoys me, because it's like some of the things that people say to me, and I'm like, you do know what you could do. You just cut them off. Why are you wasting time? Why are you grieving yourself even more? Why are you hurting yourself even more by keeping these people around when you could easily just be like, do you know what? I think this is the end of the road. By me saying easily, I'm not saying that as in the process to doing that is going to be easy, because you could have been friends with someone for 10 years and you cutting them off could be the most difficult thing you have to do. But it's as simple as just drawing that line. It's as simple as drawing that line and saying, do you know what? I understand that we've been friends for 10 years and I love you and this is really difficult and this really, really hurts me, but I have to do this. I have to do this so I can move on to a new space, a new level, a new paradigm. You've got to do it. Just sometimes you just have to do it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed today's Wake Up Wednesday. I love and appreciate you guys always, 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 always. And I cannot wait to see you guys in my next Wake Up Wednesday. Stay beautiful. P.S. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you're still watching this without subscribing, you're a hater. You're a pagan. So don't be a pagan and subscribe. Okay, stay beautiful.